हार जाओगे।
हार तो मैं पहले गया था।
ये बात
Naughty. We ruin your life the way you ruin mine.
Dude, I don't even know you!
Sometimes those enemies come looking for revenge.
Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to be counting down the top 10 best action movies of 2023 so far. This year has been a great one for action fans, with a lot of great movies to choose from. So, without further ado, let's get started. This introduction is short, to the point, and gets the viewer excited for the video. It also tells the viewer exactly what to expect, which is important for a list video. Number 1. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 is the 7th installment in the Mission Impossible franchise and stars Tom Cruise as Ethan Hunt. The film is directed by Christopher McQuarrie, who also directed the previous two films in the franchise, Mission Impossible Fallout and Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. The film is set to be released on July 14, 2023. The film will follow Ethan and his team as they race against time to stop a deadly new threat from falling into the wrong hands. The film will feature a number of returning cast members, including Rebecca Ferguson, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, and Vanessa Kirby. New cast members include Hayley Atwell, Palm Clementif, and Shi Wyam. The film is being filmed in a number of locations around the world, including Rome, Venice, and Abu Dhabi. The film is expected to have a budget of over $200 million. Number 2. The Covenant. The Covenant is a 2023 American action thriller film directed by Guy Ritchie, written by Guy Ritchie, Ivan Atkinson, Marn Davies, and Jake Gyllenhaal, and starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Dar Salam. The plot: in March 2018, amidst the war in Afghanistan, U.S. Army Special Forces Master Sergeant John Kinley and his unit are ambushed by a truck bomb attack orchestrated by the Taliban during a routine vehicle inspection at Lashkargah, which claims the life of his interpreter. In need of a replacement, he is introduced to Ahmed Abdullah, a steadfast yet disliked interpreter, who claims he pursues the job only for money. During an undercover capture mission, Kinley learns that Ahmed was previously affiliated with the Taliban through the opium trade but had defected when the organization murdered his son. After a successful mission, Kinley and his team are evacuated from Afghanistan. However, Ahmed is left behind, and his family is threatened by the Taliban. Kinley feels responsible for Ahmed's predicament, and he vows to return to Afghanistan and rescue him. Number 3. Sisu. Sisu is a 2023 Finnish action thriller film written and directed by Jalmari Helander. It stars Jorma Tommila as Atami Korpi, a former Finnish commando and gold prospector who is forced to defend himself from a German death squad led by a brutal SS officer during the Lapland War in World War II. The film is set in the remote Lapland wilderness, and it features stunning visuals of the Finnish landscape. Sisu is a violent and bloody film, but it is also a story of courage and determination. Atami Korpi is a compelling and sympathetic protagonist, and he is well supported by a cast of talented actors. The film's title, Sisu, is a Finnish word that has no direct English translation. It is often described as a combination of stubbornness, determination, and courage. Sisu is a relatively low-budget film, but it has been praised for its high production values and its impressive action sequences. The film has been compared to other classic action films such as First Blood and Rambo. Sisu has been well received by critics, who have praised its action sequences, its acting, and its stunning visuals. Number 4. Violent Night. Violent Night is a 2022 American action comedy film directed by Tommy Wirkola and written by Pat Casey and Josh Miller. The film stars David Harbour, John Leguizamo, Beverly D'Angelo, Cam Gigandet, Alex Hassell, Alexis Louder, Eddie Patterson, and Brendan Fletcher. The film follows a team of mercenaries who break into a wealthy family's compound on Christmas Eve, only to be thwarted by Santa Claus himself. The film is set on Christmas Eve, and Santa Claus is delivering presents to children around the world. A group of mercenaries breaks into the compound of a wealthy family, the Lightstones, and takes them hostage. Santa Claus arrives at the compound and witnesses the hostage situation. Santa Claus decides to intervene and save the Lightstones from the mercenaries. The film is a violent and action-packed comedy, with Santa Claus using his skills and weapons to defeat the mercenaries. Number 5. Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves is a 2023 American fantasy action film film based on the popular Dungeons & Dragons role-playing game. It is directed by Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly and stars Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez, Hugh Grant, Regé-Jean Page, Sophia Lillis, Justice Smith, and Chloe Coleman. The film follows a group of thieves who must embark on a quest to retrieve a lost relic, but things go dangerously awry when they run afoul of the wrong people. The film is set in the Forgotten Realms, a popular campaign setting for the Dungeons & Dragons game. The film's characters are based on the classic Dungeons & Dragons classes: Rogue, Barbarian, Paladin, Druid, Sorcerer, and Bard. The film's villain is Forge Fitzwilliam, a rogue who betrayed the thieves' party. The film will feature a variety of classic Dungeons & Dragons monsters, including goblins, orcs, and dragons. The film's tone is said to be comedic and adventurous, with a focus on the fun and friendship that comes with playing Dungeons & Dragons. Number 6. Fast X. Fast X is the 10th and penultimate main installment in the Fast and Furious franchise, and the 11th film overall. It is directed by Louis Leterrier and written by Justin Lin and Dan Maisel. Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese Gibson, Chris Ludacris Bridges, Jordana Brewster, Natalie Emmanuel, Sung Kang, John Cena. The film follows Dominic Toretto and his family as they are targeted by Dante Reyes, the son of Hernan Reyes, a drug kingpin who was killed by Dom in Fast 5. Dante is seeking revenge for his father's death, and he will stop at nothing to destroy Dom and his family. Fast X is scheduled to be released in the United States on May 19, 2023 by Universal Pictures. Number 7. Plane. Plane is a 2023 American action thriller film directed by Jean-Francois Richet from a screenplay by Charles Cumming and J.P. Davis. The film stars Gerard Butler, Mike Colter, Yasin N, and Tony Goldwyn. The film follows Brody Torrance, a pilot who is forced to land his commercial aircraft on a remote island in the Philippines after it is struck by lightning. The island is inhabited by dangerous rebels, and Torrance must team up with Louis Gaspar, an accused murderer who is being transported by the FBI, in order to rescue his passengers and escape. Plane was released in the United States on January 13, 2023 by Lionsgate. It was a modest box office success, grossing over $65 million worldwide against a budget of $25 million. The film received mixed reviews from critics, with some praising the action sequences and Butler's performance, while others criticizing the plot and lack of originality. Number 8. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is the upcoming sequel to the 2018 film Aquaman. It is scheduled to be released in the United States on December 20, 2023. The film is directed by James Wan and stars Jason Momoa, Amber Heard, Patrick Wilson, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, and Nicole Kidman. The film will take place several years after the events of the first film. Aquaman will have to team up with his half-brother Orm to stop a new threat from destroying Atlantis. Black Manta will return as the film's main antagonist. The film will introduce a new character named Nereus, who is played by Dolph Lundgren. Nereus is the king of an ancient underwater civilization called Zebel. The film will feature a new underwater kingdom called Necronis. Number 9. Bullet Train. Bullet Train is a 2022 American action comedy film directed by David Leitch and starring Brad Pitt as an assassin who must battle fellow killers while riding a bullet train. It is based on the 2010 novel Maria Beetle by Japanese author Kotaro Isaka. The film follows Ladybug, an unlucky assassin who wants to quit the business, but is assigned one last job: to retrieve a briefcase on a high-speed train from Tokyo to Kyoto. On the train, he discovers that he is not the only killer on board, and that everyone has their own interconnected motives. The film also stars Joey King, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Brian Tyree Henry, Andrew Koji, Hiroyuki Sanada, Michael Shannon, Benito Martinez Ocasio, and Sandra Bullock. Bullet Train is a fast-paced and action-packed film with a lot of humor. It has been praised for its stunning visuals, its exciting fight sequences, and its ensemble cast. The film has also been compared to other films like Kill Bill and Deadpool. Number 10. Jawan. Jawan is a 2023 Indian Hindi language action thriller film directed by Atlee and produced by Gauri Khan and Shah Rukh Khan under their production company Red Chillies Entertainment. It stars Shah Rukh Khan, Nayanthara, Vijay Sethupathi, Deepika Padukone, Sanya Malhotra, Priyamani, and Sunil Grover. The film follows a soldier who is on a mission to save the country from a deadly threat. It is set in India and across the world, and features high-octane action sequences and a patriotic storyline. Jawan was released theatrically in Hindi, Tamil, and Telugu on the 7th of September 2023, coinciding with Janmashtami. It received critical acclaim from critics who praised its cast performances, screenwriting, action sequences, and musical score. The film set several box office opening weekend and first week records for a Hindi film, overtaking those set by Khan's previous release Pathaan. That's it for our list of the top 10 best action movies of 2023 so far. With so many great movies to choose from, it was hard to narrow it down to just 10. But these are the films that we think are the most exciting, well-made, and entertaining action movies of the year so far. If you're a fan of action movies, be sure to check out some of the films on this list. You won't be disappointed. And if you're looking for even more action movies to watch, be sure to check out our channel for more videos on the best action movies of all time, as well as our lists of the top upcoming action movies. Thanks for watching.